Hey everybody. I thought I'd give a little update here. While I'm waiting for the actual build materials to get here to Memphis to take up to the lake in Arkansas, I thought I would share what else. There's a lot of things that go on behind. It's not just the build. I mean, the first start was getting the platform, the 24-foot pontoon boat, which was already set up for fishing, so it's perfect. It had a lot of the seats removed already. Um, and then the demo of that is one thing, but then you got to figure out the shell and what's going to be on top of it to be the actual shelter, and that's the reveal coming up because I think I did something either brilliant or fucking crazy, like I said in the last video. But there's a lot else that you have to do. You have to think about bedding. You have to think about seating. You have to think about internet. You have to think about what you're going to cook with, where you're going to take a poop. I mean, I'm a dude, so I can just pee off the side of the boat. And you've got to shower and you've got to do laundry. There's all these other things you got to think about. And then you have to have power. Well, power and the pooping part and the refrigeration, because you have to have a refrigerator if you're going to store food or you're going to be looking for a marina to go get. Sorry, I'm scratching my nose, it's itching. You got to look for a marina and go buy expensive food, or you get gas at the marina, and that's expensive. And you got to get to shore, so you need a little dinghy, you need a small boat. So when I say $20,000 just to get going, that's I mean the boat was $4,500. The shelter I'm getting, I'll reveal the price of that when it arrives. Uh, the solar, I just bought it today. It's on the way to Memphis. Should get it by next week, and then I'm going to have to wire it. That costs about $1,000. The little poop potty, that was cheap. That was $50, 40 bucks from Amazon. It's on the way. It should be here tomorrow. But there's a lot of other things you have to consider. I'm going to have to do insulation. I'm going to have to. The structure I'm getting is not very strong, so I'm going to have to shore it up. I'm going to have to add some sheet metal to the roof probably, and maybe some of the sides. Um, so there's a lot of expense. So when I say $20,000, just like, oh, he bought a $20,000 houseboat. No, I bought a pontoon boat that I'm stripping down to mostly the deck. I'm building something around it for shelter, and I've got to equip it with cooking. Got it. Propane stovetop, toaster oven. Got it. Coffee maker. Got it. Um, I can put a microwave in it. I'm not going to microwave anything. I'm going to cook everything I eat. I microwave too much shit as it is here in town. So on the lake, and then when I get to the rivers, it's going to be whatever's in the fridge and in the freezer. Um, they have these cooler box. They look like big Yetis, except they're a freezer on one side and a cooler on the other. Screw that! I just bought a mini fridge for $100. These other things cost $400 or $500, $600, and they just look like a Yeti. I'm buying an actual little dorm size refrigerator with a freezer on top. Plenty for one person. I'm getting a propane cooktop for my dad. He's got like 3 of them up at the lake house, so that's taken care of. Uh, I just bought a backup generator. I'm going to document everything when it comes in. I bought the generator yesterday. I bought a $700 generator for $300 because it wasn't big enough for this guy to save. It wasn't big enough to run, powerful enough to run his two freezers and his air conditioner when he went out power. And he had a bunch of venison in it, and he's like, old Mississippi, good old boy construction guy. He was like, man, he goes, next time power goes out, I got to have something big enough to run all my freezers and my air conditioner and some lights in the house. He goes, this thing's great. It just wasn't good enough to do that. This little backup generator will run my fridge and my air conditioner if my solar doesn't charge my batteries. And my solar is a good system that I just bought, and I should be fine with that. But it never hurts to have a little generator if you're RVing, if you're camping, or if you're on a houseboat, or as we like to say, a shanty boat, which is what I'm going to have, is a shanty boat. home built. Well, it's pre-manufactured, but I'm building it myself with my dad, so we'll say home built. It's definitely gonna be home deconstructed on the. Hey, there's my back deck. Looks like shit. There's my little grill. Oh yeah, I got to buy a boat grill too. So that's one thing I got to be looking for. But those are things you got to get. I'm going to get. I'm going to get a. I don't know what I'm going to do for fresh water or gray water yet. I don't have the damn thing built. I don't even have it deconstructed yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do. But 20K is. It's the build. If I could have, or if I, in good hindsight, I would have just bought a $15,000 already ready boat. But that wouldn't be the journey. That'd just be hopping on something and getting on the water. This is more transformational, transformative. It's more like the journey I talked about in my last video, that when Jesus sent his disciples out before he ascended, he said, go with nothing and you will. I'm not pretending like I'm going to be preaching Christianity to the world. This is more of a self-discovery, but hopefully people will find my videos and they will realize that their own life is a journey, and it doesn't have to be what I've done, because what I've done is stupid. It's gray hair. Should I shave or not? I don't know. I probably will and won't, like I've done my entire adult life. I shave sometimes, I don't. And I go off on tangents. You will learn that if you follow the channel. But today, like I said, I bought the generator yesterday. I've ordered some stuff today. I'm going to go pick up the e-bike today, and I'm going to hopefully pick up a mini fridge today. So I have probably 75% of the things I'm going to need in the boat, for the boat to live in. I do, like I said, I need to get some kind of hot water heater. I do have to get some kind of fresh water situation. I don't have a sink. I got to figure that out. I could probably get a big stainless steel mixing bowl to wash my dishes and stuff like that. And I'll probably mostly use paper plates. I know that's not great, but we'll see where that goes. The fact is, I just got to get this thing built and on the water, because I've got to be on the water by October 1st. Now my dad says, "Oh, you can live down in the bottom part of the lake house in the basement or whatever." Fuck that! I'm 57. Well, not 57 yet. No, I'm not. I make fun of 30-year-olds that complain online and live in their mom's basement. I'm not moving in my dad and stepmom's basement while I finish the boat. Fuck that. I'll rough it on the water. But I will keep y'all apprised, up to date, apprised. I think it's apprised. Hell, I don't know. I used to be smart. A couple of mild strokes and some of my memory's gone, but that's a story for another day. But until we start the demo and the build, I'll keep telling y'all what I purchased. Like I said, so far I have the solar, and when it gets here next week, I'll show you that. I've got the generator in the house. I'll probably take a video of that. I just wanted to get out here in the backyard. I've been sitting on the computer all damn day. Had to get outside. It rained earlier here in Memphis. It's a little overcast, but feels good. Of course, when it rains in Memphis, the humidity's not far behind it, and the heat. But, I want to keep y'all up to date. And again, there's going to be a link down below. It's a little PDF if you want to support. And just keep, hey, but support better by commenting and subscribing and leaving a like. That does more than the little 99-cent. And I'm also going to put a $7 PDF on that. It's got a little bit of details about what the build entails. And but it also is a guide for whatever you're doing in life. And it doesn't have to be something stupid like me. Any kind of little project, any kind of little goal you have, you can refer to this as steps that building this boat are for me. Can be something that you're building towards or want to do, any little thing. So, this isn't just about building a boat and getting out on the water. It's anything you want to do in life, and it's any little change you want to make. And as Gen X men, and this is for the ladies somewhat too, for women, You don't have to be Gen X. You don't have to be going through whatever, because everybody goes through something. Everybody's going through something. And like I said yesterday, if you stop the noise in your head and get rid of the clutter and just have a conversation with God, He's talking to us constantly. And like I said, He'd rather have a conversation than listen to you bitch and moan and pray. He'd rather just talk to you. And if you talk to Him, He will answer you and He will ask you questions and He will give you answers. And Christ taught us that. Christ is the way to God, and God is the way to eternal happiness. So take that for what it is. And next video, I'll show you the e-bike, the mini fridge, and hopefully the squat pot. See y'all next time. God bless. See you soon.